Hi everyone. Now we are going to see a case study topic, that is diamond versus graphite. Yes, let's see the carbon paradox and diamond versus graphite. How atomic arrangement defines the properties of a world's most versatile element. So both the diamond and graphite both have a carbon, but they have a different properties. On what basis they are differ. So that and all we are going to discuss. Although both are made of a same element only, they show very different physical properties because of their crystal structures, and they are allotropy of different forms of same element in the same physical state. So carbon has a several allotropic, but diamond and graphite are the best. The interesting point in that the chemical element is the same, but the atomic arrangement changes the properties completely. So uh, diamond has a giant covalent structure. It has, so each carbon atom is bonded to four neighboring carbon atoms in the tetragonal arrangement. So this creates a rigid and three-dimensional lattice. Because the bondings are very strong in the direction, diamond is extremely hard and difficult to deform. So diamond is a very hard and strong material it is. So graphite has a giant covalent structure, but its atoms are arranged in very differently. Each carbon atom forms three strong covalent bonds in a flat hexagonal sheet. These sheets are stacked in layers, and the forces between the layers are very weak. But in diamond, the forces between the atoms are very strong. These sheets are stacked in a layers here, and the forces between the layers are weak, where it is in graphite. So the layers can slide over one another easily, and the difference in properties come directly from structure. In a diamond, all electrons are involved in bonding, so there are no free electrons to carry change. But in graphite, one electron from each carbon atom is dislocated, so it can move and conduct electricity. The layer structure also makes graphite soft, while diamond's 3D network makes it hard. So graphite is a soft material and diamond is a very hard material. The strong and stable sheets it have, and for it and it hybridization is sp2 hybridization. Hardness and bonding. Why diamond is hard naturally? Hardness, the resistance to stacking and aberrations, and incompressibility, resistance to volume change, and covalent bonds. Covalent bond is another reason. Then core structure, it resisting the displacement of a atom, but it is not like in happening in a graphite material. And uniform strength in all directions. Diamond is famous for its hardness, and this is because strong covalent bonds hold every atom in a rigid network. It also has a very high melting point, so a lot of energy is needed to break the structure. So diamond does not conduct electricity because it has no mobile electrons. But in graphite, they have a one mobile electrons, and that mobile electron is for free electrons, and that free electrons are responsible for conducting electricity. But this diamond is a good conductor of heat. Graphite feels soft because its layer can move past each other with a little resistance. It is black and opaque because of how it absorbs light. So graphite contains electricity because of its delocalized electron, that means free electrons, and Even though it is very soft, it still has a high melting point because the covalent bonds with the in are very strong, and lubrication, they have a good conductivity, and graphite used as a lubricate, have a lubricating property also. Electrical conductivity of this graphite material is high, and its lubricant, the weaker interlayer forces make it slippery and soft. This is the reason for the softness of the graphite material. Next is its thermal properties. Thermal properties, heat transfer property and thermal conductivity and heat transfer mechanisms are given for both diamond and graphite. For thermal conductivity, for diamond is 2200 watt per millikelvin, and for graphite it is 140 watt per millikelvin. And heat transfer mechanism, phonon transport, and for graphite it is electron flow. So optical characters of so transparency versus opacity, how light interacts with the carbon structure. Diamond transparency, large band, diamonds have a large band gap, allows visible light to pass through it, and high refractive index this materials have. So cause this, due to this high refractive index, the characteristics of fire and brilliance. And graphite opacity, delocalized electrons absorb all visible light frequently. Advanced carbon material applications. So diamond is used in cutting and drilling tools because it is extremely hard material. It is also used in jewelry because it is a transparent and attractive one. So graphite is used in pencil because its layers are slightly easy, and electrodes and batteries, this graphite materials are used because it conduct electricity. This application shows how practical use come directly from crystal structure and physical properties. Finally, we'll conclude. The diamond and graphite are a clear example of how atomic arrangement determines material properties. In the beginning, I told both have a both are a carbon material, but based on their structure arrangement and number of mobile electrons, that means free electrons, they are differing in their physical properties, and this material is used for different applications. So diamond and graphite are a clear example for how atomic arrangement determines material properties. So both are made of carbon, but their bonding and crystal structures are very different. So diamond is hard and insulating, while graphite is soft and conducting. So this case study shows the central idea of crystal physics. Its bonding structures are everything is given on the screen. Thank you.